Hi, this is Ash Latta again, and this session what I'd like to do is talk about the impact a price reduction can have on both your turnover and your profitability. If you remember in the last video I talked about how the fact that I find dentists have a habit of reducing the price of the treatment in their heads. If something's £500, sometimes I've found that dentists, by the time it comes out of the mouth, it's £450. So what damage or impact can this have? Well, let's look at the numbers. Now, I wasn't very good at maths, so I'm going to keep things quite simple. But let's say, for example, you're on maybe 1 or 2 occasions a day, you reduce the price of your treatment, and it's £50 at a time. So just to make things simplicity, we're looking at £100 a day. Let's say you work 5 days a week. All of a sudden, that now becomes £500 per week. Now, let's say you work 40 weeks a year. I'm going to be very generous and give you 12 weeks holiday, or maybe you take 12 weeks for your courses. So 40 times 500 is £20,000 a year. If you're watching this in the USA, then of course you've got dollars, or in Europe, you've got euros. So it's costing you're giving £20,000 worth of reductions a year. If you times that by how many years you've been a dentist, so for example, if you've been a dentist for 10 years, then all of a sudden, can you see the damage it has done to your business? You've given away over £200,000 worth of discounts. The problem you've got here is this, is that only you and your nurse knows that a discount has been given. The clients don't know that you've given this amount of discount all the time. And here's the damaging thing it can do to your practice is this, is if you'd watched or read my book or watched the video that I produced called You Are Worth It, you will know that very, very, very few purchases are based around price. Yes, price is an issue, but it very rarely is the issue. And you will find that very few people actually do buy dentistry based around price. I mean, after all, have you ever been to a pub or a restaurant and the table next door have been discussing the price of crowns or the price of veneers? You know it's probably not likely to happen. So I urge you to do this exercise. Get a piece of paper, speak to your nurse and do the sums and find out how much in a week or in a month or in a year you feel you're reducing your prices, and times it by how many weeks you work and how many years you've been a dentist, and see if you can come up with a figure like this. And I think you'll find that it's probably cost you many, many hundreds of thousands of pounds or in dollars. So please, if I can leave you one quick message here, try and avoid reducing the price of treatment in your head. If it's £500, tell the patient it's £500. Tell them what's included, and hopefully you'll feel more comfortable about charging the prices that your services deserve. One of the areas I've found is that dentists have sort of lacked confidence in discussing fees. They've often thought about the fact that when they're discussing treatment to patients that it is expensive.